half the kill. So I guess the MP's not gonna leave his lane this game. But he gets to do this. He gets to TP out to place Observer Wards and win the bounty rune fight.
It's very true. You know, he's got both wards, so second place down.
Yeah, this is very common nowadays because if you always think about how you should start the game, as you should, if you assess your lineup, okay, our lineup has weaker level 1 fight, right? So you want to TP out to make sure that you get a 2 for 2 straight. Because if you have a weaker lineup, you're always like terrified to walk out and check the runes, right? Because you know the enemy has a better level 1. So you might end up in a situation where you lose out. So if you have the ops placed early, it helps you deal with that very, very well. Did Cox place a ward? Where did he go? Oh no, he just went out to kind of scout.
Yeah, Mac put down a ward though, so that's probably going to be dewarded.
Did they smoke out?
Well, he was smoked actually.
Maybe they didn't know.
Oh, and you know what? Mac actually playing, well, unfortunately the illusion lasted a little bit too long. The smoke ended, so they might realize it was actually an illusion and not a ward. But Mac actually with a pretty nice move there, right? Because, of course, illusions don't break smokes. And the reason why pros make this move is because, of course, towers at night, they can, I'm hovering, right, so you can see the attack range, Winter. They can attack this far, and they have true sight that far. But during the night, they can really only kind of see that far, right? Their vision's affected. So Mac, by standing there, kind of gave the illusion like there was vision there, but there actually wasn't. It was him smoked out.
He gave the illusion to the illusion that there is vision.
That he did, yeah. There was levels to it. There was levels.
All right, Scam. Oh,
Wait.
He gets it. Is he gonna die? No.
Natsumi is not maybe dead, but is going to take a bit of a bruising here early on.
Yeah, I mean, it's Water Boy level 1.
I don't know, actually. He could be dead.
He dead.
Yeah. All right. I mean, his team did get 3 runes for that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if the Kotal is there to be beside him, he's not gonna die. I mean, that's the thing with morphing, right? You don't really want to go and touch the rune unless you certainly know that there's no one around or you have a teammate around.
Right, right.
That's a pretty bad kill. Who got the kill? It was the MP, right?
It was the MP. Yep, Q got it.
Then not so. I mean, it's still bad, you know.
Still,
then it
yeah.
means, early vessel. Who's buying the vessel? Is it the brew or the MP is buying the vessel?
Yep. Early earn might enable him to rotate a little bit more here around the map. We'll see how that ends up affecting things as we do get underway.
Yep, now look at what Jabs did. He's dragged the wave all the way back towards his tower because Morphling was dead in the early phases, so he arrived to the lane a bit later and the Brew is able to abuse the fact of that. I mean, this is very, very top-notch play by Jabs here and gets the deny on the range creep. Well played. And here comes the MP TPing with his buff, his damage.
Oh, yeah.
No one can fight the NP. NP is undying.
Running a little bit low on that HP, but of course they've got plenty, a little bit of regen. Not plenty, I would say, for Natsumi.
This is really, really annoying for the Morphling right now. They have to figure out how to get this wave back, you know. If the wave is in the middle of the lane right now, near the Brew, he's gonna have a tough time last hitting as a Morph here.
Yeah, especially while... Okay, there it is. There's finally level 2 at the very least, but like you say, I think things are going to get a little bit more difficult here before they get too much easier. Torrent there by Armel does catch Mac. Mac, though, had the onslaught ready, bottle delivered. He should be just fine here. But, of course, you know, Kunkka in melee matchups does sometimes start to really lay it on thick, right, with that harass, with the cleaves.
I mean, in general, Primal Beast tends to get bullied in the lane. As he's a melee hero, you need to get in close range to last hit creeps with your trample or your right click. So you tend to get harassed down a lot. And top lane, Phoenix, he has to dive out of there.
Yep, did not catch him with the brambles. He will be just fine.
Did not dive through a bramble?
Somehow, yeah, normally.
I thought he was going to get hit by that bramble behind.
As I will it.
You know, I gotta say, Natsumi, you know, even though they did take that early death, still do CSing fine. I would say Jabs is having a fairly easy go at it, right? In a lane that could otherwise be a little bit difficult for him.
Yep. And he didn't even skill like the Sinner Brew, he just went for the brawler, the stance last hit. And here goes your MP leaving the kill.
Yeah, and Scam TPing, you know, just to collect the experience, I suppose. But there he goes indeed. That's going to be earn completed.
This is a very, very big kill for them. Like, it's going to give the Conquer so much room to get even further ahead. He's already ahead, so he's going to even get more ahead. And now Natsumi is like, where is my Gandalf? I can't lane alone. I need my tangos.
Yeah,
please come back.
He does indeed need his tangos. There he's got his Quelling Blade at least, so he can cut himself free of Sprout. But things here are not going to be too fun. Q already has the urn. It's about to be delivered here by his courier.
Yep, rushing a vessel. This is not good if the MP is having such a great time. I normally say that it's not as good for support to get the first blood, but for a support like MP, it can actually be very, very game changing.
Licorice dive after Cox top, but unless you can connect on the body blocks there, 23 is not going to be able to close the gap. Does have that point in and snare, so he is ready for a little bit of lane aggression here. So something could pop off top. Yeah.
So it's always nice to have 1 point in the lane.
Yeah, I think it's always good as well to have a point in it against a Primal. I think it's early, I would say, to get the point, but I think it opens up avenues for potential aggression. I do see, keeping my eyes out for...
I'll tell you why he did it, because there's an NP in the game.
So he can't sprout away from him?
No, he's his teammate, can help him kill stuff.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely losing your caffeine today. No caffeine.
True. It's, you know why? Because I ordered my coffee, and then by the time I got to pick it up, it was all water.
Ah. I will deliver it to you personally.
Thank you very much. There's
if you live nearer to me. That's the end snare.
Cox. Nice Sprout. It does actually leave him outside of right-click range. Ollie, in the meantime, is going to go down. They might be able to trade one onto Jing, but he's full HP, so this time around, it's not going to work out so easily for Aurora.
He died to skeletons. He died to skeletons, right?
He died to... He died to... yeah, it looks like skeletons, actually.
Yeah. Welcome to my life. Play Phoenix and A, and there's a Red King in the lane. You just died to those skeletons.
It was pretty painful. Did a lot of damage to himself as well. He kind of casted Icarus Dive and then the Fire Spirits and might have thrown a Blood Grenade, so he just did so much damage to himself as well, on top of the Skellies. Ended up being a pretty quick death for that Phoenix. Mid lane, Armel's got the first car, as you call it. Although Mac is going to do well to be able to burst through the creep wave rather quickly. Should neutralize any threat of a push, but we are hitting the 6-minute mark. Nice job by Scam. He just quickly denies away the illusion rune. Mac, he's not too thirsty, so he didn't really need the refill at least.
Primal Kanka. Runes are gonna play a vital rule. Who's gonna get the gank and everything. But as of right now, the Primal's happy, clearing up some stacks, getting ready. I hope to help his team fight for the 7-minute Wisdom Runes. I think nowadays you see it more and more from the mid laners going to contest the Wisdom Runes at 7 minutes. They are the ones that are complaining, why are my supports so low level? Why I can't fight on the side lanes? Everyone's so low level. And then your support just gives in a reply, you didn't come and help me get the Wisdom Rune, don't complain. Damn it.
First scan's out. It's an Aurora scan here, but 10 seconds to go on the Wisdom Runes.
Oh, they're getting the stacks instead. Alright,
yeah.
Oh, MP.
He's going for it. Did not scan. There goes the Sprout. It actually sprouted himself away, but he might actually be able to get a kill onto Jing. Ollie is going to come through here as well. 2 Blood Grenades tossed here, both sides, but it's going to be just more damage, frankly, out from the side of Geek fam. 23's got the creep wave pushed under tower, so Ollie's going to be able to safely get away. That is until at least Mac is going to join the fray from the mid lane. Do end up losing the stack, I believe, to the Kunkka. Wisdom Rune is going to be claimed by Geek fam, but I don't know, a couple more supports going down for Aurora. It's not looking so great for this early game, I would say. I don't know, the kill onto the Primal was pretty big, though, so I don't want to discount that. Still, haven't been too successful on these rotations.
Yeah, Jabs is still, sitting with his ulti. Oh, he's even rushing the Radiance without a Midas.
That's the Jabs we know.
I mean, I kind of expected him to get a Midas, actually. Let me think about it. Why is he deciding not to get a minus and just get a radiance? He feels like, because normally it's good to get the minus because you want to get to your talents, you know, your levels. And the attack speed is obviously also very good on this hero.
Yeah.
Maybe he just feels like he's just having too good of a game and he's gonna be very, very strong anyway, so he wants to get to the radiance faster.
He just farmed. He's keeping pace with the rest of the cores. I wouldn't say he's, you know, exceptionally farmed, but
Oh
is
wait,
getting
the
very
Wraith King is
comfortable.
fatter than him.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He's on the Radiance war timing against the Wraith King. Who's gonna get the
that
pace?
they are. I think they met in pubs before and said, dude, my Radiance timing's so much better than yours. And Cox went, nuh-uh, mine's better. Here they go.
I'm not gonna buy boots, you know.
Armel ganking the creep wave down bottom. Couldn't resist with a little sneaky Tidebringer. Natsumi and Scam getting out of the way of this one. They will twin gate top. 23 Savage will, I believe, scout them here with the illusion. Really think they can get a kill here, though, on him. Lots of heroes
Here
top
comes
lane right
Mac.
now, though.
Mac is gonna find him, I think. Yeah, he's gonna find him.
Yes, he is.
No song.
No song.
He knew the real
There's a
one.
pulverize. I guess
Wow.
he did right away. 50-50 guess. 23 Savage does have the ensnare. Consumes the Lotus, but finds himself rooted by one Bramble. Navigates around the other swiftly. He will be able to get himself to safety down bottom. The push from Jabs and Armel should result here in the tower. Seems like a couple TPs are coming
Here
through.
comes
Here
Armel.
comes Armel. Has that X mark down. Boat incoming as well, right on top of Cox, who does have that reincarnation at the ready. Lots of heroes now joining the fray as Mac from the side is going to onslaught in. They're right on top of Q, and they put him down immediately. But Jabs, he's going to be able to get off the split. Boulder hurled towards Cox as they pick up the kill. A great lift, immediately interrupting Primal Beast Pulverize. That's gone for the fight as Ali has to take her dive back. Just shy here of the experience he needs for level 6 as Armel is going to die underneath his tower now. Cox rejoining on the reincarnation. Jabs in some trouble. Natsumi dropping the tip onto him as Jabs fighting versus 5 has no chance. He goes down. Tower to fall to boot, and it's going to be Aurora taking a pretty miscalculated fight against Geek Fam.
Maybe if they had the egg, they could have taken the fight. Yeah, I think Armel overestimated how strong they were, and also a very, very good move by Natsumi coming to join the fight. They just had more heroes there, you know, so they had everybody. Whereas the Naga couldn't really contribute much in that engagement. He didn't really want to come to the fight. I mean, he's kind of useless anyway. And he doesn't have his items, no song, skill, so he can't really take a fight there. Sometimes you see Naga saving a skill point for song, just in case for moments like this you need to, not to win the fight, but to bail your team out of a
to reset.
sticky situation. Yeah. But
Not this time.
I can get why Aurora tried to take the fight. You know, I would also try. You feel like you're strong with the boat and the split, but they just didn't got to the tower on the same time. It was the Conquer X marking starting the fight. He used his boat, and then 2 heroes TPing now, so they're
Yeah.
like not there at the same time.
I'm just surprised that because Aurora have this pretty
Wait,
good
he
ward
died
down.
to what? Neutral?
Did he die? Oh, he died
Huh?
to the stack, I guess.
I won't lie. I won't lie.
Okay.
That was unexpected.
That to the Ancients. I think he tried to do both camps at once, and the Ancients said, no, I don't think so.
I demand some respect. You know, you have to focus on me.
Sumi just doing morphling things here as well, down to 70-something HP there as the stack started beating into him. Max Agi, but he has it all under control. Not to worry. Imagine dying to Ancients. Couldn't be me,
I mean,
dude.
so far still everything is going well for Geek Fam for sure. After that engagement, they have to just try to chill a little bit, wait for the Wraith King's ultimate to come back off cooldown. Maybe they can go for a pick off with the trio, the Dark Willow, Primer, Kotal.
Aurora making a
But-
move though. Amarl's bottled up the DD rune, has a blade mail completed. Action top as they may look for Scam. They're going to open it up now with the X mark into the boat. Should be a fairly easy kill here, especially with the Sunray on top. Down goes Scam. Can they push this tower? I guess with the DD rune they can give it a go. Doesn't seem like Geek Fam are eager to defend. Instead, they will smoke up as Mac and Jing head towards this bottom side of the map where they do have a Jabs farming away. Jabs, who, by the way, is still technically keeping pace with the Radiance timing, or at least the Relic Rush. That might change after this kill, though. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have boots, and now he's dead again.
This guy totally
3,200 gold. Tower does go down top, so it's an objective, at least for the life of the Brewmaster.
That was not that bad for the trade. They kind of slipped past this observer ward in the jungle. He felt like he could farm there because he had a pretty nice good ward here placed by the Nature's Prophet in the jungle. But unfortunately, he didn't really scout them. They took a longer route,
Dire's
so
bottom tower is under attack.
he got caught. But it's okay. They got a tier 1 tower on top side of the map, so
Still
at least they got something.
pretty close here as far as the relic goes. I think Cox is gonna probably just get it before. But it has been pretty close. I don't know, actually. Jabs has the relic already on the way.
It's gonna be a very, very close series, game for sure, than this game.
Oh, I don't care about the game. I'm talking about this Radiance time in Winter. That's all that matters.
If it's an equal Radiance timing, it's gonna be an equal game. Isn't that logical?
I guess that's true, right? But I don't think it's going to be equal here. I foresee Jabs getting this a bit sooner.
Yeah, I mean, my man decided not to get his Nikes.
Nope. He is moving slower between camps. That is true. It's the GPM. GPM is quite better, actually, here for Cox. So maybe we won't see it earlier. We'll see how that continues to play out.
He has friends farming for him. It's kind of unfair to compare that.
And he has his Nikes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a big stack cleared here as well. Mac as well with the Arcane Rune. Hopefully this time he doesn't die. You can see how that went poorly last time, though, for him, just seeing how much damage he is taking.
Finders, keepers.
Is he rushing a BKB? Yeah, he's rushing a
Radiant's
BKB.
middle
He's
tower
gonna have it.
is under
Yep,
attack.
after he clears this.
Yep. This is go time for Geek Fam. Everybody's ready to fight pretty much on Geek Fam. The Morphling is gonna pick up his Manta in 100 gold. Yeah, this is actually a very, very big power spike. Except for the Wraith King, he's gonna need a little bit more time for the Radiance 400 gold.
Yeah.
But you see everything coming to fruition for their lineup. Radiance, BKB plus the Manta.
KBs, yeah. It's a pretty nice time in here indeed. Aurora are going to smoke down bottom, where Jabs will now tag in for tagging a Wild Ring Ripper.
Okay. I don't think they know that the Radiant team has a very strong timing now, so they have to be very, very careful here not to lose too many heroes. I think this fight is going to be very hard for Aurora.
Radiant
It
are
is.
scanning.
I tend to agree with you. They also don't have 23 Savage nearby, nor do they
Ollie.
have the NP. But
Ollie.
he can TP in, but this fight's already looking bad. Early Supernova, Natsumi trying to waveform in for that, but of course he does not have the range. Rooted immediately upon coming out from the egg. They nearly push him into the other one as well with the adaptive strike. Either way, it's not going to matter much. Ali pops out of the egg and is scrambled immediately after no chance to Icarus dive away. That is going to show the
turned
Manta,
out
and it's
well.
going to show the BKB.
That turned out pretty well for Aurora. They only lost one hero.
But they did. Jabs
Yeah.
has been beaten to the Radiance here by quite a margin. Thought it was going to be closer than this, but quite simply, Cox just farms way faster.
I told you it's not fair to compare a man that has friends to do his bidding for him. Every 40 seconds.
I think he's quite out of this one. Does get the rum buff. Blade Mail, that's not going to change a thing. Nearly getting the kill onto Skem. The Ancients might do the trick, actually, as Jabs is chasing now for the kill. Activating the ultimate as Q is going to be able to TP behind and collect the kill onto Skem. Natsumi trapped inside of the Sprout for a second, as now out comes Mac. Song of the Siren as well, but 23. Okay, he ends it. They're going to try and fight into this. Jabs turning around
didn't BKB?
with the summons. Mac's going to end up going down. That'll
had
be enough
BKB?
money. Did have BKB. Didn't want to use it, I guess.
Dire's middle tower is under
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we call in SEA, saving it for next game.
Yep. Saving it for the next fight.
Alright, sure, okay. Morphling didn't die. They got a 2-for-2 trade. It wasn't so bad, so it's kind of even trade. Both teams lost their mid laners. They lost one of the supports. And if you look at the overall lineup, who is the strongest hero late game? I would still say it's Waterboy. Like late game Waterboy. It's not
That's
something
true.
to trifle with.
I think
Jabs?
for me, though, okay, well, I mean, now that's going to nullify the points I was about to make, because Jabs is going to be deleted, further delaying his... Oh, he just got it completed. Okay, at least he bought out.
Yeah,
However,
I mean, it's looking really good for the Morphling's game right now. I mean, he did get into the game with a bad start, but
Dire's
right
bottom
now
tower
the
has
Morphling
fallen.
is very, very strong. He's on top of the net worth with the Naga, but he does a lot more with the net worth compared to Naga. You know, like Naga is kind of one of those heroes where you compare her to like a usual carry. Her net worth doesn't really reflect as much as like someone like a Morphling or
Dire
Anti-Mage.
are scanning.
Inflated net worth, I would say, like an alchemist. And RML is gonna get pulverized by Mac. Just I would say testing the waters to see if there's anyone nearby.
The seeds of fortune.
I mean, it's back to farming for Jabs. He's gonna need a lot more items this game. Still quite surprised that he didn't go for the Midas.
Does he have his boots yet? Not quite. Might not even buy them quite yet, as he's got the shard immediately queued up.
I'm not sure if this is something very common not to have boots on this hero. I guess it's not that bad because if you're always in your ulti form, you don't really need the boots. But like you mentioned, it's still nice to help to get to places faster so you can farm, you know, with the boots. He's gonna die again. I feel like there's a chance he might die again here if they find him.
Well, we'll see if he sticks around. He's playing this one a little bit more patiently. Seems like he'll be able to dodge this particular kill attempt.
And what does the Naga have soon? Naga's building a heart. Still didn't really get any significant pickoffs with the Orchid yet. And the Naga's still like very fat at the moment. But in the team fights, I feel like her illusions are gonna be very useless because there's Illuminate, there's Blinding Light. There's a lot of spells that just clear it out quickly. There's Radiance, there's Trample.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You're gonna need to farm like so many items this game. And it's gonna come down to like the team fight execution, how you're gonna use your song in tandem with the egg, the board, the primal split to win you the game. It's not gonna be like that, you know, a free Naga game. People would say that, oh, this is a free Naga game. They have nothing to do with my illusions. This is not that kind of game.
No, it's definitely not, right? They can clear through illusions really easily. Oh, a DD rune in the river. That's a nice 20-minute rune. We'll go straight for Natsumi as they... Yeah, there it is. The inventory manager. They gave him the bottle. He's close to Scotty, just 600 gold off, but they're going to go for the DD play. Might not even need it for this kill. In fact, they don't. Armel goes down so quickly. That's a very nice smoke move out from Geek Fam. They find quite the target there. Just farming in the triangle.
Yep, Geek Fam is in a much faster paced lineup right now. Their lineup is already ready to go, whereas for Aurora, they have to still get items, you know, that's why they're getting picked off. They can't really come together to make a smoke play or, you know, move together. And they have to use Song defensively like this, you know, so it's, again, you know, another opportunity for them to move forward and take the map if you're Geek Slate. It's Roshan? Yeah, I think it's just Roshan, you know, it should be just Roshan here. They're gonna even pick up the Wisdom Runes, make sure the MP doesn't steal it. It's very good heads up play by Scam here. And you see the scan by the MP.
Yep, not falling for it this time. A little bit too dangerous for him. DD rune active for Natsumi. He might be able to just solo Roche, although they could use some skellies to help tank.
He needs a friend. Skadi Manta. This Morphling is so huge now.
It's big. Aegis now to keep him confident as well as they look to be twin-gating across the map. Applying some pressure into this top lane.
Yes, I mean, everything's looking really good for Geek Slate right now, or Geek Fam right now. They are gonna have a very fat Morphling. They have very good scaling towards late game. You have Wraith King, you have Morphling. You have a lot of tools to deal with the illusions from Naga. I'm liking like Geek Fam's lineup a lot right now with the current state of the game, even though they're just barely shy of 1k lead. Best for Aurora, are they building any significant items right now? I mean, Kanka's getting a BKB. Brewmaster got a shard. Okay, that's nice. MP is getting an Aghanim's. Okay, Aghanim's could be something that can allow them to win the team fight. He's gonna have it now.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, there's going to be that Torrent Storm. That alone, yeah, you still need a little bit more. I mean, this heart, okay, like you were saying, that's something. Q has his eggs, water
Yeah,
park.
but
Yeah, okay.
damage.
Under attack.
Do they have enough damage to kill the water boy? I'm not entirely
I don't know. I mean, this
sure.
is now. You take a look at this draft. What are you looking at, right? You're looking at a tanky primal beast. You're looking at a Morphling who's already
Morphling's
tanky
in.
with an Aegis. You're looking at a Wraith King. X-Mark here is going to be thrown out. I'm not convinced this is necessarily a fight that Aurora really want to take.
Yeah, I mean, they're running into the Aegis 3 minutes. Alright. They feel like they're strong though. Okay.
I mean, they've got items, right? So
Radiant's top tower
they
is
certainly
under
aren't
attack.
cashing, you know, checks without
Dire's
any
middle
balance in
tower
the
is
account.
under
I just
attack.
don't know if there's really enough for this purchase.
Okay, realistically, who do they need to go on? I think the back line, because
Yeah.
the frontliners are always too tanky to go on, and Morphling has the Aegis. So if you can take out the Kotal would be nice. He has a gem.
Cox is so far going to be the target. They
Here
will
comes
commit for
Jabs.
this. There's going to be the split. Ollie repositioning as he does have the Supernova down. Not a bad one there. As they get the first life out from Cox. A blink out immediately, though, prevents him from getting stunned by the Supernova. They swept up Natsumi here on his first life here in that Torrent Storm. Cox now getting focused down. Plenty of damage being done here as the Song of the Siren is going to come through. They have a lift onto Natsumi as the Song allows 23 to reposition. He's surrounded by opponents, however, and Jabs, his split is about to end. Still tons of damage dealt, though, during that duration as Armel finally able to get some right clicks down in the fight. That's Cox finally down as he has expended already that second life. The reincarnation already used. Mac looking worse for wear here as well as Armel is going to be soloed by Natsumi. Natsumi still having another life, but losing the first one here and not having a whole lot of supports. Only his 2 supports alive as he's going to be able to purge off the Manta style there quite easily. Jabs now being healed by the Sunray. Careful for that mischance. Okay, never mind what mischance. Q letting out the ultimate. There's going to be the eyes, or the curse of the old growth. Not really doing too much here, but the ultimate coming through finds the root onto Natsumi, but he simply waveforms away. They don't really have the damage for the Morphling Winter, but the fight, other than that, not looking that bad for Aurora.
Yeah, that was a very, very, very strong showing there. You know, I thought they would actually lose more heroes against the Aegis Morphling, but they were able to get. They killed the Aegis. They killed 2 heroes. So I mean, all in all, it's a pretty good trade for Aurora. But you could see, like in the fights, how the Morphling is still, he's doing a lot of damage, whereas compared to the Naga, Naga's not exactly doing a lot damage as much as the Morphling in the team fights, but he's able to use the song in a timely manner there to reset the fight and allow his team to at least get a better trade there at the end of the day. But the Conqueror's gonna need a BKB in the team fights now. Like otherwise he's gonna get just controlled way too much. There's too many spells and annoying spells. Roots, there's a blinding light, there's mist, you know, there's so many things. There's stuns. He's gonna need this. Okay, Jax actually went for a blink. Okay.
You know,
So he feels like he just needs to. I guess he feels like he needs to he needs to initiate because the Kanka at this point he just wants to maybe wait for something to happen and throw his bolt to turn the tide around. Same goes for the Naga. Nobody wants to start the fight first, so it's up to the Brewmaster, I guess, to do it.
yes, and Blink is the initiation item. Phoenix can't do it, right? Ollie can't really. Sorry, Q can't really do it.
Yeah, but
either.
Brewmaster Blink is not like, oh, a centaur Blink.
No,
you
it's
know,
yeah,
like
it's no Blink Tide Ravage, is it? Well, I mean, I get that, but I suppose he feels like he doesn't really have much else to offer, perhaps. Look,
it's nice to get out of the team fight, so you can blink out after your primal split ends, so you don't die. And you are also gonna be considering getting a overwhelming blink later, which is also good in the team fights. Shiva overwhelming blink, you slow the enemy till they can't move. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. You know, this game is gonna come down to all the team fighting, so how both teams execute their spells and how they're going to use the vision to their advantage. The vision part is your favorite part of the game to talk about, where they are placing the wards, the sentries, which areas that they are controlling to decide whether they should take a fight there.
yep, gem purchases, which Geek Fam have held on to, by the way.
He already had it like quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
He didn't really mention it. He got it quite early.
Still managing to hold on to that one. Looking pretty good. I mean, this Naga Siren's starting to really come online a bit more, right? You can see 23 having that full heart.
Yeah, but
nearly
she
into the
can never
butterfly.
have the same impact as a Morphling in a team fight, you know. Like she's no Morphling. Like if it's a head-on engagement, close up, she's never gonna be the same as a Morphling, you know. She's
Right.
good at like drawing out the fights, kiting enemies out, you know, resetting with the song, getting a pick off with and snare maybe.
Well, you will have a fight where this Butterfly is active, which it is now. Butterfly is complete. And even though there is an MKB in the quick buy right now for Natsumi, it's not, he's not close, right? So you have a moment here. You've got maybe one fight.
Level 20 Morphling online soon. GG. Level 20 Morphling is huge.
Mac getting out of there just in
Radiant's
time.
middle
Mac
tower
also
is
with a
under
heart, so
attack.
he's significantly more tanky.
Now he has the waveform attack targets on
Radiant's
Natsumi.
middle tower has
And
fallen.
Mac is also building a Shiva's next, which is great against the illusions, but the heart is gonna allow him to just be nigh unkillable right now. The Sunray is great against it, percentage damage, always nice.
Yeah, it's just Geek Fam stacking on top more issues of well, you can't kill us, you just don't have the damage necessary.
Yeah, and Cox has an Aghanim Scepter, so you have to kill them. I mean, I can't say kill them twice, right? Because you can't really hit them.
But they continue to have impact on the team fight, and a Morphling who literally has nothing to lose anymore is a terrifying prospect to fight into, especially one with this amount of damage potentially. You can see him right-clicking for over, what, 400 right now before reductions. That's a scary number. And obviously with the Crystallis.
I just feel like I can't really see what timing Aurora is gonna get
Your admiral is on board.
to feel like, okay, we are actually gonna be able to take this late game. I just feel like they don't really have any clear item timings that are gonna make them very, very strong.
Don't you think a refresher on Kunkka is going to make things much more difficult to fight into?
Yeah, but can you get there before the game ends? You know, the Morphling is already at critical mass that can end the game.
Eager to get out of that one.
That's what I'm concerned about, you know. The Morphling is just way too strong right now. And if he gets the next Aegis, I feel like you're gonna lose your base.
Radiant's bottom
Well,
tower
they're
is
jockeying
under
for
attack.
position right now. Almost said boom, but
Dire's
Geek Fam
bottom tower
pushing
is
out this
under
bottom
attack.
lane. Roshan is in his spawn window, and given that it is turning daytime for the next
Radiant
5
are
minutes, he
scanning.
will spawn bottom. So they are going to be in pretty good
Radiant's
position
middle
here to
tower
claim
is
the
under
second
attack.
Roche. That is significant, but these Naga illusions are starting to get pretty annoying now. That they have a butterfly and a heart.
Bounty.
Just kind of pushing them into the lanes, dragging them away.
So Roshan's gonna
Radiant's top
be
tower
up
is under attack.
right now. We'll see if who gets to scout it first. It's on the bottom
Dire
side, so
are
it's
scanning.
kind of easier for Geek Fam to get it now since they're already around the vicinity.
Radiant's
But
top
Aurora
tower
does
is
scan
under
it, so they
attack.
know what's happening. It's a daytime Roshan. They're gonna bring heroes down. Jebs has to get there. Hopefully not through the twin gate.
Yeah, that
Oh, he's going to the twin gate.
that
You
might be
see.
difficult for him. I mean, he's tanky. He's got this Ogre Seal Totem, Radiance, double
Yeah,
bracer.
It's gonna be too late. I feel like if you're not moving now.
Yeah, they're already starting it up. He is TPing actually the tier 2 tower.
Radiant's middle tower
Okay,
is
they
under
might give
attack.
this a go here, Winter. Naga Illusions in are delaying this. So that should give an opportunity. Q, of course, he can just TP in. Don't mind that arrow farming away.
Yeah, Jebs
Jabs.
is trying to finish his AC. He's close.
Well, 300 more gold for him. And Roche is just not going to give him that much time here, Winter. Down it goes. Natsumi claims the Aegis. Cheese for Cox. So now you got 2 lives here onto Natsumi. Which is going to proc on that Aegis, won't it, for Natsumi?
I mean, they have a shield rune on Armel. They want to take the fight here.
Alright. Gonna give it a go. Mac kind of getting pushed around in this fight. Okay, Jab's just blinking
there he
to the
goes.
back line. Finds a lift onto the Wraith King. Song of the Siren here is going to keep at least the Morphling locked down, but Jabs cannot get on top of these supports. He's dragged this fight so far out. The Q is looking for a place to TP in here as well, but Jabs is kind of just getting his minions slaughtered here. He's going to be able to end the ultimate now as Armel is getting chased down by the Morphling. Nice tidal wave will push him back. But Aurora just not getting that initiation quite right. Didn't lose anything, but a couple of ultis now are going to be missing.
I think they were trying to see if they could get the back lines with the Brewmaster there. Maybe if they killed the Keeper of the Light, they could still like kite out the fight. I think the plan was to ignore the Morphling, just toss him out in the air even though he has Hades and try to kill the rest of them first. But kind of didn't work out for them because the Brewlings just ran into a bad position, got killed. I mean, they're not really that strong with the Brewlings right now. The Wraith King and the Morphling can kill it so easily.
Pretty close to that 20 talent, though, the Brewling's health talent.
Yeah, he needs that. He's definitely going to need that.
Yep. As the AC finished up, finally he's going to get those brown boots. Won't help, of course, the ultimate form much but it'll help get around the map a bit quicker, and it's a big map these days, so that move speed does go a long way.
I still don't see any like significant items that can actually change the face of how the team fights are gonna go in for Aurora. They just got a Hex on the Naga, but she can't really find any openings. You know, if they are huddled up together, they have a lot of ways of saving each other. And right now, Morphling has Aegis, you know, so how are you gonna be able to kill him twice? You know, that's gonna be like the question.
Oh, that could be one way. I mean, that's one way to kill him just the once.
All right, that was quick.
Yeah. And a little silence, of course, on Natsubi has BKB. He's got the Lotus Orb on top now, 23 Savage. Popping the Song of the Siren does give Aurora perhaps an opportunity here. They've left two completely isolated. They could get a quick kill on the Jing as Armel. Oh, finds both supports with a Tidal Wave. Jabs as well, opening up onto Skem as the Torrent Storm is going to hold down Cox. He's going to revive on his second life. Armel chasing the Dark Willow as the Supernova will pop. Stuns up both Mac and Cox. Cox BKB and TPing away. Will be able to make it out alive. He's got the X mark on him and will actually be brought back from the fountain. A stun onto Q. Mac being chased away by Jabs, who's outside of the split form. That's the second life onto Cox now. His reincarnation is going to time him out anytime now as Mac is just running for his life. Hexed up though. Nice. Aurora, they have gotten this team fight perfectly, Winter.
It's a very, very messy fight for Geek Fam. They ran up the high ground. Sure, your Morphling got bursted, but I feel like at that point, they needed to just be more careful, you know, instead of like just running in. They were trying to run in and help him because the Morphling had BKB, so he could always BKB and waveform out. So he was fine actually, but they tried to go in and help him, and the Brewmaster came in with a really good split. He caught both of the supports. It was actually initially the Tidal Wave, I think, that caught both of the supports, and both of them couldn't really fight, especially the counter. He died right away. And the fight became so awkward after that. I mean, the egg starting 2 BKB healers of the ball. Pretty nice there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie.
That was a big one. Good X mark. You know, that's a play you can make now with the debuff immunity changes. Brought back through the BKB. Well, not through the BKB, but I suppose after the BKB. And Aurora immediately pushing all of the lanes here. You can see Q getting ready to go top, push this wave out. And for the first time in what feels like a while, we've got a pretty big net worth lead now building for Aurora as they do take a swing, or things end up taking a swing, I should say, in their favor.
Yeah, Geek Fam, they have to figure out how are they going to approach the next team fight. Who is supposed to be standing where and what they're supposed to be focusing. Are they supposed to just play behind the Morphling, not initiate, and just make sure that the Morphling's alive? I think that could also be a better option instead of trying to commit into the egg and the song. Just stay behind the Morph, let him hit the tower. That could be a nice way to go about it. I mean, you have the Wraith King to blink in a moment's notice if they are trying to go on the Morph. You have a Terrorize.
For Aurora, you know, I guess if it comes down to execution, things will get easier for them. You got that 20 talent now taken for Jabs. I think Armel's recently hit 20 as well. He's got that 8 Torrent to AoE talents. So things kind of looking up for them. Ollie's still a little bit behind as far as levels go. But,
if he gets to his 20 on the Phoenix, that would be huge.
Yeah, exactly. Things are looking not so bad. I think it'll come down to this next Roche fight here. I don't really know if Geek Fam are going to be too eager to look for fights outside of the next pit.
Might not end with the next Roche fight. It's like a Naga game, you know. It's gonna.
No, I don't think it's going to be over, but I reckon that's when we'll have our next big fight. You know, I think both teams are eager to try and get a little bit more of those levels in. Natsumi, kind of close to 25.
Items as well. I think they're gonna need like an armor item. They don't have like a armor aura on the Wraith King or the Primal. I thought the Primal was queuing up the Shivas, then he changed his mind. I think the Wraith King needs to get... He's queuing up Orchid. I'm not really sure if I like this. I think they need to just stack Auras, you know, get AC and Shivas. Those are very good against the Broodings and the Naga Siren Illusions. And then you get the... what's that called? The Bongo Boots. The super drums.
The super drums, of course.
Yeah, you get it on one of the supports. I think it's very essential in all these mid-late game fights to have as many auras as you can on the team, so that you can actually make a huge difference in the team fights, especially the AC and the Shiva's aura. You know, I think those two are obviously very, very impactful against the enemy lineup. I mean, realistically, what is the Orchid gonna do for you right now? I mean, you want to silence the Phoenix? I'm not entirely sold on this.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure, Jabs does not have BKB, right? If you want to say, okay, I'm going to silence the Brood. But he's always like using his split in a very safe area. So it'll be difficult to get your Orchid on the Brood.
It's true. Maybe it catches him off guard the once, right? And perhaps in this kind of a game, that's all you need? Is there any logic behind
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Right?
But I would say that Orchid is not an item where, 40 minutes down the road, I'm going to buy an Orchid. It's not something that comes to mind.
No, of course not. Usually, you know, in my games, I think about a 40-minute Midas. But you know, that's what I mean. Orchid, it's not really an item that you think of, which is why it might just catch Jabs off guard as well. Look,
is there an argument about getting Orchid over Hex if you want it to disable the enemy? I guess the stats, you get some attack speed.
You can build it into Bloodthorn to let everyone else hit the Naga.
Fine.
For the accuracy. It's a damage item.
Yeah, but then it begs you to ask the question, are they running into damage issues? I don't think so. Morphling has more than enough damage to kill people.
No.
It's more about surviving.
You're right. I believe isn't the silence duration simply longer than the hex duration? What is this? This is a 5 second, right?
Yes.
So if you catch it onto a support, right? Maybe it's not about the Brew. Maybe it's about the Phoenix. Oh, he's got a Yules. Maybe it's about, I don't know, the NP. I guess his spells aren't that crazy.
You are really stretching things.
Look, of course I'm stretching things. All right, I'm trying to justify a 40-minute freaking Orchid, okay, on our Wraith King. But it is damage, right? And I think maybe that's for him if he can get on top of some of these supports and do a little bit more of that. Maybe he values the Wraith form.
Did you click on the Wraith King? Look at his armor. He has 10 armor. You think he can stand and right-click people?
And what, you're saying a Scythe is going to change that aspect of him?
No, I mean, I said if you're buying it for the disable, then Scythe will be better. But if you're buying it for damage, you don't have armor. And you're not really lacking damage because Morphing does a ton. So what is the justification? That's what I'm saying, you know.
Sure.
And
sure.
you're giving me a bunch of reasons. Oh, the Bloodthorn. Oh, longer duration, silence.
Yeah.
Can we just agree that it's not an optimal?
No,
item?
I could. No. You know what, Winter?
Fine.
I think chat's saying, "Mom, Dad, stop fighting. We'll fight them." You know, when we get to where we're going, we'll deal with it. How about that? I agree. Then. I would prefer to see an armor rider. Really, no AC, no. What else would he really want to build, to be honest?
I mean,
Shiva's is
coming on the Primal.
Yeah, so that's something.
He bought the Shivas, right?
Yeah, he has it. It's on his way. It leaves him without buyback, I will say. Especially as we are now entering this Roche window. Once again, he's going to spawn down bottom.
Oh my god, it's so fun, Richie. Skeletons against Naga Sirens.
I think the Nagas are a little stronger, however.
A little, yeah?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know. Those skeleton talents, they're pretty scary. Alright, so what happens with Roche, right? He's got a... Oh, he just has the Scepter now. Taking the Twin Gate down bottom.
Is under attack.
Who have they caught here? Who have they caught?
Did they see him?
I think they saw 23.
I think they saw they saw the Primal, right? He was under the ward.
Yeah.
Smoke broke.
I mean, they're just so quick to go into Roche, though. Jabs isn't even nearby. He's going to have to take the Twin
Again,
Gate.
he's late again. He did not get the memo.
No. And the Roche is just going to go down. I think there's an Ag's Blessing on this one, and it is going to go into Mac Geek Fam. They are not eager for a fight. They're going to get out of here.
Oh my god, this Primal is so scary now. Shivas, Aghanims, Heart, BKB.
He's big.
Okay. Maybe the Wraith King
Radiant's
being
top
useless
tower
is gonna
is
be
under
fine
attack.
because the Primal is gonna make up for it.
Useless.
He is useless. What is he gonna do in the
He's
team
got
fight?
the eggs. He's got Wraith
Okay,
form.
fine. Yeah, he's making his team
He can
useful, but
tank one
He
initiation.
is making his team useful, but he's not very useful. Fine.
Radiant are
Yeah.
scanning.
That's fine. We'll see. Maybe he turns this one around. I mean, still going for that Orchid. Just you wait, Jabs. He's going to be on the other side of the map farming, you know. And then
And he has Lincoln.
He's going to
Then
take
you have to break it.
he's
You have
gonna-
to break it with your stun.
you break it with Wraith Fire Blast, and then you Orchid him. Yep, that's exactly the play.
I would much rather him just get his level 25. Go in the team fight, cast his ultimate, stun everybody.
There it is. With the blink, blink Ravage with the Wraith form. All right, Mac, he's eager to get involved now. He's got that Uproar Ag, so watch out for those breaks. Aurora, though, they are Ag's Lab enjoyers. They've dodged every single one of those perfectly.
Do you break the brawler? The stuns?
Okay,
Hex.
that's the Lincolns, the Hex. Cox just absorbing a little bit of harass. Careful though, Mac trying to get through these illusions. 23 Savage has been jumped, but Cox falling quite low immediately. Ali turned the Sun Ray, so they didn't get the kill onto Cox. Skem dying to Jabs' Primal Split though as he hurls a boulder out towards Mac. That's going to be the first life now from Cox. This 23 Savage is looking for a target to try and go on. Ollie's in a little bit deep now, but he's going to be saved for now as he does
here
get
comes
tossed
the Water
away. Water Park is now outcoming, but BKB's popped all around Armel as well, trying to get out of this one. Song of the Siren looking to reset the fight as Cox consumes the cheese. Supernova is going to stun up both the Morphling and Cox, but Cox, he's going to be taken down. That's his Wraith one, but he's going to die shortly after this. Natsumi still has his Aegis, but they've already used both cheeses. There's going to be now the break, and in trouble is going to be Jing on the Willow on the backline. 23 Savage falling quite low as the waveform attacks target, picking up the kill. Natsumi playing on 1 HP right before he goes down, maybe to a Radiance burn of all things. But eager to fight again on his second life. That's a buyback now from Jing, but they're ready for him now as there's going to be the Scythe device. A second one into the Sun Ray. He's just scythed to death.
Yes, buyback. Naga bought back for this. I guess the Morphin is gonna have to buy back here to hold the base. They don't have Wraith King. What did he bought all his items? He doesn't have buyback on Wraith King?
He
Radiant
bought...
structures
He spent all his
are
gold?
fortified.
Yeah, he did. What did he buy?
I thought he had 5k gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That's
attack.
crazy. I thought
No, he definitely had a lot of money. Maybe there's something in his courier? I don't know. Tidal Wave on back. It's not going to matter too much now. 69 seconds until the Morph's back. They're going to try it. Well, there comes the buyback. We'll see how Aurora want to play this. There's a Song of the Siren here if they want to try and get back. Looking for a kill onto Mac as the Torrent Storm making any sort of initiation very difficult for Natsumi.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I mean, you saw how much the auras make a difference. The AC aura, especially in the team fights, giving them that extra attack speed and everything.
Winter, he has the Orchid.
Really?
Yeah.
He bought it? Oh, so was it on a courier?
Almost a
Died?
full Bloodthorn. Yeah, it's in the secret shop.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Is it? Is
But
it
it's so strange, right? For that fight, you would probably think about saving for buyback, just in case,
I would
Us.
tend to agree with you.
That was a crazy move to make, just spending all the
I think
buyback.
it's also like it's a weird stance for Geek fam, right? Because they're the ones who had just taken Roche. They have 2 cheeses. They have the Aegis on Natsumi, and yet they're the ones holding high ground, right? So it's and still you have one of your offlaner essentially just buying out, right before what could be a crucial
it's
fight.
Very strange. Okay, so what do they need? Team fight seems to feel like it's a little bit harder right now for Geek fam. It may be nice if they can get the wheel always. I think that could help them in the team fight. These support Aghanims, maybe not the Dark Willow Aghanims, but yeah, the Kotal Aghanims is gonna be useful in the team fight. I mean, you just feel like it's only the Primal and the Morphling doing stuff in the team fights. The rest of the heroes are not gonna be able to contribute so much. Everything's there just for the Aghanims and the Radiance burn, sure.
I guess, yeah, maybe a silence onto a support or something, but in general, I mean, I'm starting to see your point here on the way that Cox has chosen to itemize here.
He can't
remember,
stand
Winter,
in front.
15 minutes
That's the
ago,
problem.
you asked me, are we even going to get to see a refresher on Kunkka? The water park, Winter, it's fully open. Welcome. He's got Octarine as well here. This is gonna
Is there a discounted sale on the ticket today? That's
No.
why.
In fact, now that it's like Monopoly. Now that he's monopolized it, you get charged even more.
Mac,
Here
is it
we
trouble?
go. Tidal wave. Mac pops the BKB. Maybe looking to try and turn this around. A lot of slows here. Ollie, his Andis pops here. As Natsumi is going to be able to jump in, popping his own BKB. But another tidal wave here sends Mac back. He is falling quite low. 23 is right on top of him. A very good supernova protected by the Torrent Storm as Scam. He's going to end up going down. That's Mac as well. Inside the Wraith form, Hex stuff is Natsumi. He just popped back here. Does get his waveform back up to the high ground, so he's safe and sound for now. That's going to be the double buyback both from Scam and Mac. Jabs, he's inside his primal split. See how much more he has here to really use. As it ends, safely off of the high ground though. Another lift onto Cox. Aurora can be quite happy. There's another buyback from a core, another buyback from a support. No one has buyback right now on the side of Geek Fam, but let's just remind us of the stakes. Neither does 23, right? Fights are looking pretty good for Aurora, but if they manage to if they, being Geek Fan, manage to find 23 Savage here, he's out for 2 minutes.
Radiant
Would be a big get.
The team fights just feel impossible right now with the refresher on Conquer for Geek Fam. They don't have enough in the tank to sustain through it, you know. You pop your first round of BKBs and then he refreshes, he gets another round of Water Park, and then what, you know? Like the Morphling is getting controlled so much. Remember the last fight, how much the Mac was tanking in front? He was literally standing for 10 seconds, but it didn't really allow the Morphling to run into this damage. You know, he waved in, he popped his BKB. I think he right-clicked a couple of times, and then after that he had to back off because it's just not enough, you know.
Barracks are under attack.
Yeah, perhaps
once you run out of BKB, good luck.
Yeah, I mean even the refresher not really feeling as impactful as perhaps he was hoping, right? Double refresh, sorry, double BKB, double Manta in these fights for plenty of dispels. He's got lots of damage. That's not really the issue. It's just being able to stand and deliver.
Do you think he should turn into the Naga most of the time, or he should turn into someone else? Like, does he need to turn into the... Phoenix can be nice, you know, sometimes, so you can dive in and go for kills.
Okay, yeah, just help with repositioning. I mean, he does face the issue of Torrent Storm, right? Good ward here, by the way. Very good vision placed down by Geek Fam. They're not going to want to fight into this, though, as they are just going to let this bot lane go. Ward is going to be taken down. So they're going to lose that confidence as Jabs is going to set to work on the mid lane of Barracks. He's going to lift the Wraith King. These towers, I mean, they're going down. There is no glyph. They have pretty good wave clear, but not against these big old Brewlings. A second lift now. This one's onto Mac. As with the vision they have, it's a big old wrath of nature. Plenty of damage, and look at Cox being swept away here by the tidal wave. That is going to be his first life. Jabs is split end, so once again, he's on the high ground. Aurora are just going to probably slow siege this, huh? What stops them, Winter, for just waiting for the next split and doing the same thing?
Nothing, except for Geek Fam just trying to run out of base with a smoke and trying to jump on them. But you have to deal with double wave, double lanes of Megas coming in, and there's a Nature's Prophet sending his treants to your base. It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough, and Winter, I have to admit, I don't know if I've seen anyone get hit by this Cox Orchid. It's just for show.
Yeah, I mean, do remind me more about the discussion we had 10 minutes ago. Was it 10 minutes ago?
It was probably about 10 minutes ago, yeah. Aurora, finally, for the first time today, are going to be able to get into the Roche pit here. Take down Roche number 3, a Refresher Shard, Winter. Those things no longer have a free mana cost. Really giving that to maybe to Ollie. Refreshes Aeon, second egg.
Sure.
Do we have enough mana for that? 250, 500, plus a 350.
Yes.
Oh, it's 200. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's alright.
Under attack.
Don't you have a calculator just next to you?
No.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I left my my TI-84 at home, you know.
TI-8 what?
Bottom tower
TI-84? Are you like shitting on me or something?
It's an American
Dire's bottom
calculator.
tower has fallen.
It's a very good
Oh
calculator.
my god, you're actually not making...
No, dude,
something up.
I took a lot of math courses. I love math. Calculus, so I know point of inflection, trig identities, some integrations.
Alright, Smoke, they're making a backstab.
They are. This could be a nice move as well, as they're going to be able to get Q quite easily through the BKB. Can buy back, can TP back into the fight. but now the position a bit tough. Oh, well, I say that. Cox has already lost his first life. Tons of skeletons spawn him, but they're going to be cleared basically instantly. The torrent calculated perfectly, as that's his second life. It's just gone. Winter, he's just dead. Inside this rhythm, we'll try and fight through this one. Armel is dying to Natsumi here. Activates now the second BKB, but Natsumi is slowly losing his life. Armel, he's going down though and is dead. Does have buyback himself here. Can't opt to use it. Mac is going to get stunned by the Supernova, as that's going to be Cox and Jing both buying back, trying to get back into this fight. Mac trying to get away here, but his BKB duration, it ends. Chabs, he's got a refresher, has a second split now to use. That's the second egg on top of the whole shebang here, as it's going to be a kill onto Mac. He can go absolutely nowhere. Down goes Scam. He's now just died back. Natsumi trying to prevent this game from ending, but he's not going to have too many cores standing next to him here.
GG. This game. They don't have buybacks anymore.
Well, there's going to be the silence. Natsumi chased back all the way into his high ground. Jing's going to be caught here. He's got a Yule Scepter to buy himself a little bit more time once the Shadow Realm ends, but this game, Winter, it's looking pretty darn tough. Cox, see what he can do, making another jump in, does find the Orchid at least onto Jazz. Natsumi trying to battle his way out of this one, but Cox, look how quickly he goes down. Jing as well, dead after the Wraith form ends. Aurora set to work here on these tier 4 towers. There's a buyback on Natsumi now, Winter, but no tier 4 towers. Basically no help here is what it feels like, as Cox jumping back onto Q. Voice lines are coming out now from the side of Aurora, as Cox is going to die. That's his reincarnation. Natsumi dragged out of the fountain, but it's over. The GG is called as Aurora take game number 1 over Geek Fam.
What an exciting game like we had here for the first game of today. Like both teams, I feel like they kind of played really well at a very high level. It came down to like team fights, itemizations, how they were, prioritizing.